Hi guys, it's Erin, and I have a layout for you today, and I have to say this is one of the most typical type layouts that I have ever done, that I always do, because it's really one of those ones where I said I want to play with these photos that I showed you here of Sirius, and I want to play with this paper. And I started and turned on the camera with literally no idea what I was going to do, because I never actually planned these things out. You can see me discovering that, this photo fits on top of this thing, and isn't that interesting? Maybe I can use that. And the typical, I like to use layers, so let's just add as many layers as I can, because I'm one of those ones that likes to use up paper as much as possible. And you can see I haven't completely sped this one up too much because, well, the video is only 16 minutes long. That's right, it only took me 16 minutes to do this video of this layout because I like to scrapbook fast. So this is only 2 times the speed. Well, it's 2x. I don't know that that's actually 2 times the speed because I've done 1x and it's not real time, it's like slow. So I think this might actually be real time or close to it. But, the hardest thing about having a dog or dogs or cats or fur children, if you want to call them that, as your children is the fact that once they hit a certain age, they just don't grow anymore. Like they do cute things because they're always cute and they're furry, and that's why we keep them around most of the time. Sirius has the benefit of being a service dog, so he, gets to do a lot more things and go a lot more places and all of that. But this is one of the typical things that he does while he's working, and that's sleeping. Because his job doesn't require him to do things unless there's an actual emergency. He's an anxiety and cystic fibrosis dog, so he just waits until mommy panics, and then he says, "Hey, mom, quit it." That's the extent of his job. So most of the time he can sleep during it, and that means most of the time he's just like every other dog, just in a coat. He's sleeping and being boring. But he's really cute while he does it. So I tend to do this when I get bored, is I just, I take pictures of him and then I want to scrapbook them, but I don't have anything to say, because how many times can you say, like, look at how cute this dog is? Because yes, he's cute, but I mean, there's only so many ways to say that. So, I have the problem of desperately wanting to scrapbook my kids, but they don't do anything. It's not like they're learning and growing and going off to college and whatever else human children do. I mean, I was one, but it's not like I remember. So, but I do still want to play with paper. So I have a lot of these layouts where it's just, look how cute he is, and I'm going to use a bunch of layers of paper. And I have to say that this Simple Stories collection is one of my favorites because not only is it gaming centric, which I'm a gamer and my husband's a gamer, but it has these lovely dark blues. It has this bright orange, and as we all know, blue and orange are that beautiful contrast together. So you get, these pops of color, but even if you just want to use those two, it's got this brown that's it's not even wood grain. It's just this tiger stripe kind of pattern almost. And then you have these super loud stripes like this and the stars and all of that. So it's very, boy-centric, as people want to call it. But I think it looks incredible when you just layer it like this. That's why you can see I'm just trying to layer as much on top of the other, because those little bits of color that you can see is what I really like about it. And I have to say that Sirius is not only my favorite subject because he gets to go places and do more things than Vigo did or Gambit does, because I mean she's a cat, she doesn't really go anywhere. But also because he's black, and black goes with everything, and his coat is blue, and I like to use a lot of blue. So you see my TARDIS blanket is very blue, and then it picks up the blue of this collection, and then the only thing that you could say even contrast is the black of his fur and that pattern there. But I think the brown still works really well with it. And I do end up journaling on these at least a little bit. There's always some journaling on these things, so it's not that big of a deal. But again, there's not a whole lot to say, and it was an excuse to be able to use this fun paper and to just highlight the fact that, Sirius is pretty darn awesome. I don't know why I had to make this video so long because I feel like I'm kind of rambling, so I hope I'm not boring. But I wanted to use as many of these stickers as I could because the collection pack that I got came with the stickers, and they're cool. Like you've got awesome and rock on and the little video game characters, those totally work. There's only a few things on here that I can't really use, like the football. None of us watch football or have anything to do with sports, so that doesn't really work. But I love these little phrase stickers. And the hey there really fit because I'm always doing that to him. He's laying there trying to sleep, and I'm like, hey, Sirius, hey, hey. So that was totally applicable. But I just love, I mean, it's a little, derivative, the teenager kind of thing, but it's still a great collection. I actually wish I kind of had bought more, but I always do that, oh, I wish I had a lot of it, and then if I have a lot, I'm like, no, one would have been fine. Just, no, don't do this again. So I make sure not to do that. And all of these washi tapes that come with the washi tape collection, I was trying to use that on here because I was thinking I would use some of these stickers to make, layering, what do we call them, like, I forget what you call them, like layered embellishments, I guess. It's been so long since I've scrapbooked, can you tell? Oh my God. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do because I think that the upper right-hand corner is super boring, and so I'm trying to figure out a way to layer some of the stickers and the things, and I just keep fiddling with it because I can't get it to look right. And what I should have done is like punched to something or added some paper in there instead of just trying to layer the stickers because they're great layers, but they don't really go as well on their own as they would have if I had added some of that paper, like a punched shape or something would have been great. But I'm just trying to shoehorn it in up there, and you can see, like, I'm surprised they even stick anymore, frankly, because of how much, you just rip it up and put it back and rip it up and put it back. And, like, I don't know what the little airplane has to do with anything. I mean, he's a dog. It's not like he's making them or throwing them. But, whatever. I mean, you kind of have to, they give us so many bicycles. I mean, I'm not going to bicycle all the time. Eventually, you just have to shove a bicycle on something that is just not applicable, right? It's like I don't know, a bowl of fruit or something. So, the scrapbook industry does tend to get a little weird, right? And so I'm like, yeah, this is probably close to done, but we need those enamel dots because nothing is an Aran layout unless I have enamel dots. So that's the finishing touches. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll have another video later. Bye!